Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. For those tards who still think that is Ukraine alone fighting Russia and it's not NATO fighting Russia, well, I can tell you that you're just as I just said. And I have here two articles coming from the Ukrainians where they will let us know that actually that's what it is. But hey, it's people like to live in denial because they are cowards, and a coward person is also intellectually dishonest because he's incapable of saying, yes man, I made a mistake, I learned something, so I will change my attitude, my stance. I learned something, but they can't see the next step. They are like toddlers. This is the only, I'm gonna grab that candy because I want it now. He doesn't understand he's gonna be smacked after that. He's gonna be, sent in the home, clean his room, and so on. No, I want it now. That's what it is. So these guys don't realize that by listening to as many, opinions and facts, you enhance your knowledge, and that's ultimately in your interest. So you can't be weaseled out and, fooled by these guys right here. But hey, they will just want to be living in denial. They are intellectually dishonest, and they will still think that, hey, it's Ukraine alone fighting Russia. I don't think censoring myself right now, Ukraine was alone in the past, and NATO just helps Ukraine a little bit. It's not involved. No. Not planned. It was an Russian unprovoked attack. All right, now bullshit aside, we have here Stoltenberg, the NATO supposedly chief. He's just a spokesperson. I don't think he's got balls. That's why I avoided using the proper, term here. Proper term that would apply to a person who has balls. This guy has no balls. He's like this in between. Zero. I guarantee you. And I guarantee if we meet one time and I put over there my hand, like what's his name, Crocodile Dundee, Mick, hey, and that's the way I'm going to be, but I'm not going to be surprised. I'm going to be, hey, I told you so. Or maybe my hand is going to be, whoop. I'm going to be like that. Anyway, let's go and see what this weasel is saying. Now look at his face. Does it look like a ball or ball-less guy? Such a weasel, man. Anyway, but he's over there. We are here. NATO stands with you. Ukraine will prevail. Stands with you. No, you don't have to stand because you are in it. What are you talking about? Ukraine stands with you. I think that's the way. Ukraine stands with NATO. I think that's what it is, not NATO stands with Ukraine. NATO Secretary General Jens Stoltenberg said that Ukraine will win the war unleashed by Russia and the allies will support the country in its fight against aggression. Okay, but maybe he's telling us how Russia will lose without using nuclear weapons or using nuclear weapons. Do you know the Russian nuclear weapons doctrine, the nuclear weapon usage doctrine, Stoltenberg? Yeah, there's 4 of them, 4 points. And one of them is if their national, how should I put it, security or the existence of the state of Russia or the nation is endangered, they will use nuclear weapons. That means you too. Oh, you think you got a bunker? Who's gonna polish your nails after the atomic attack? Nobody. And who do you think is gonna in your butt or use the dildo? Who do you think is gonna do that for you? If everybody's gonna be dead, you can come out of that weasel bunker, but you're gonna be alone. You need servants. Anyway, so and the alliance will support the country in its fight against aggression. Well, I think it was the other way around, but anyway. He said this in a speech at the International Summit of Cities and Regions, an Ukrainian correspondent report. Ukraine continues to face a terrible test, a brutal, unprovoked, you gotta always use this, always. If you don't, you're a denier, so I guess you guys are. Not me. Anyway, of aggression by a revisionist neighbor. Okay, what about Albania? What about Kosovo? How do you call that? No, it's okay that we did it, so we're good. So, no city or region in this country has been left untouched, and the effects continue to shake the world. No, not the world. No, 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 no. You want to make it about the world. You've been trying this from the very beginning, but it's not the world. It's just Ukraine, and you dragged everybody on your little weasel ship dragged after you, and they followed you like a mule, as the Interior Minister of Turkey just said in a video that I made a minute ago. But Ukraine is not alone. We know that. NATO stands with you. No, 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 no. NATO is coordinating you. Allies and partners stand with you. Okay, allies since when? You have any treaties? You don't have any treaties? You're not an ally. Partners. Partners in what? Do you have anything signed? Stand with you too. Okay, your determination to fight the aggressor, liberate your land, and work for a brighter future says very clearly to me, Ukraine will prevail. Stoltenberg said. Okay, yeah, all right. And now stop the cut. The movie is over. He recalled that since February 2022, NATO allies have provided Ukraine with more than 150 billion euros. You got that? That's what, about 100, I don't know right now, maybe 45 billion, or more than that. I think 100, let's say 55 billion dollars. In support, including 65 billion euros in military assistance to drive Russians out of Ukrainian crisis. And how did it work for you so far? Well, we gotta give more. It doesn't work, but you know the definition of insanity. You know, do the same thing, don't change anything, and keep doing it what you were doing, even though you're unsuccessful. But hey, you can say, no, tenacity, Emil, tenacity. They will eventually succeed. Okay, and then what are we going to do with our lives? I'm talking about me and you, my friend. Are we going to be sacrificed for that? And not even that. About the guys who send them money and all that. Are we? Why would I want that? Did anybody ask me? No. But we are living in the free world, free to shut up. In addition, the alliance is supporting Ukraine with tens of billions of euros in government grants. You know what that is? Government grants? For food, medicine, and demining equipment. And we also keep their infrastructure working. That means income for the people who work now in the government, for instance, in schools. But here in the United States of America, or in Great Britain to be more precise, they don't have money to give their teachers or the doctors or the medical assistant or no, they can't do that. Let's go back to this next article, which comes from Ukrainska Pravda. NATO to discuss Ukraine's membership at summit in Vilnius. Stoltenberg. So, he said that they plan to discuss the membership of Ukraine and its security guarantees at the summit in Vilnius. Well, like what? Are you going to intervene eventually? And you're going to say, no, it was not us. No, you can't hit us, Russia. This goes towards a nuclear war. I tell you this, my friends. Or unless it is just rhetoric, stupid rhetoric. Dangerous, I would say. Stoltenberg said this, and now I'm quoting, President Zelensky raised the question of membership and security guarantees. It's not him. If it's him, I doubt that. This will be an important element on the agenda of the meeting, and NATO is getting ready for this. Ukraine chooses its future in the Euro-Atlantic family. That's yeah. What kind of family? Is Hungary in the Euro-Atlantic family as well, or no more? Because they don't follow your weasel Euro-Atlantic family, whatever. The future of Ukraine is in NATO. So that means they tell the Russians by this idiot that Ukraine will be in NATO and will be part of the European Union, and we're going to put our military infrastructure where you said that we will put it, and we're going to threaten you with our infrastructure because you're the bad dude and you attacked unprovoked Ukraine. But we're going to do exactly everything you said we will do. And the members of the alliance agree with that. Great. Ukraine's rightful place is in NATO. Okay, good. Then when the Russians said that, you said, no, we're not. No, our support will make it possible with time. Sure. If we are allowed to be alive by then. But no, and that is angering the Russians to that point where they say, well, you know what, we can't lose this one, we told you, and we're going to be consistent as they were. Good or bad? So, yeah, I don't know how to put it. nicely, I'm going to put it directly. These guys really want a big, I don't know, are these guys religious or something? Do they believe in the second coming, the end of the world, Armageddon? What? Are they believing in this? Are they trying to push us that way? You know what I mean? What's going on here? Unless it's all a game, and actually I don't think it's all a game, and it will be a ugly game with people die for them, but people die for those guys anyway. All this could have been averted. But we have what we have, and this guy is talking about winning. Winning what? This guy is talking about Ukraine being a NATO member state. If Russia is not decapitated, that would never happen. Never happen. And if you guys, this idiot, pushes further with that, the Russians will lose their head at one point. Either they're losing, and they will say, well, that's it. We're going to tell you right now. It's now or never. Get a or we're going to And then we'll see what these guys are going to say. Well, they're just a macho. They're not going to do it. Do you want to wait for that? Why would I want to wait for that? Why would I agree with another human to have power over my life? Because I can't do anything about it. Anything. Do you understand that we are here caught in something that we cannot control at all? We are like little worms. That's what we are. And these guys determine if we live or die. Indirectly, by their decisions, but they do that in our name. Because they know better, because we don't understand geopolitics and all that. Do you understand? I don't want that. We live in free people. I disagree with that. I don't think we're free people. We're free people unless we keep working, paying our taxes, keeping our mouths shut, continue to say whatever they tell us to say, and we parrot it back. Then we're free people. They let us have our little ugly things, like buy a car, buy a house, have some pictures, have some and that's it. If you go past that level, you're a danger. You're a danger for everybody else. You have to be kept at that level. So anyway, thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.